Hello, my name's Katie Rushworth and today I'm going to show you how to make hardwood cuttings. You take hardwood cuttings of anything like corners or roses or any kind of shrubs that have a woody base and green sappy stem on the top. You can take hardwood cuttings from. First thing I need to do is fill the bottom of my container with some gravel. Now the cuttings that we're going to take are going to be at least 6 to 8 inches long, which is why I've chosen this container. And the next, I'm going to put in some multi-purpose compost. Any large bits like this, it's really essential to break them up because we're taking cuttings, which means new tiny roots are going to be forming at the end of these, and those roots are going to need easy way through this compost. You can add more grit, which will help with drainage and getting the cuttings going, but this has already got perlite in, which makes the soil much lighter and friable. So that's our pot ready for cuttings. Now to take the cutting. Now I'm taking growth from this rose. It wants to be at least a pencil thickness. You always want to cut on a diagonal above a node. So you can see this growing point here. We want to cut on a diagonal. This already has been trimmed to that point, but we'll make a nice fresh cut. Then about 6 to 8 inches down, we find another node and we want to cut straight across. And then I'm going to plunge that all the way in the compost so it comes up to about here. That's one from there. Now I also want to take some from this rose. When you're removing stems from the rose, it's really important to cut above a node, just like when we're doing the cutting, and on the diagonal. And the reason we cut on the diagonal is because any water that then falls on that will run off and it won't go down the stem and cause it to rot. So again, across on the diagonal above a node, and then below one at the bottom, straight across. Now I'm going to remove all the leaves from here because all they're going to do is zap the energy of the plant into helping them survive, but we don't want them. All we want this cutting to do is to create new roots. So they're all coming off. It seems harsh, but it works. And then that again is going to be plunged into the soil up to about this level. And then out of the same stem, I can actually get another cutting. So again, we go on the diagonal above a growing point, straight across at the bottom, trim off the leaves, and there we've got another cutting. We'll do exactly the same again and push that all the way in. Now I am going to take off this growing point here because even though it's new growth, just like I removed the leaves from these ones, I don't want this little cutting putting all its energy into keeping this alive, so I'm going to trim that off. And there we go. That's 3 cuttings. They're now going to get a really good drink, and I'm going to put them against a sunny outside wall because a sunny wall will retain heat over the winter time and not get as much frost. So a really good drink up against that wall, and in the springtime you will start to see new little shoots. At that point they won't potting into their own container until they really become a plant. At that stage, when they've got their own good root system, they're going to be planted out into the garden and you will have 3 brand new roses. Also, you don't want to let it dry out fully over the winter, so make sure with your fingers you just check that the soil is moist. For more how-to videos, visit silverlinetools.com.